I'm here with
Cleo Soul.
Cleo Soul, who is a young up-and-coming singer from London, and I have to say you've got one of the most amazing voices I've ever heard out of any UK artist.
Wow, thank you.
Now, I have to start a couple of questions. Now, these type of questions, like my auntie in Jamaica would say, the type of questions where you give a little clap on my head back, because I'm sure you've heard these a lot of times, but I know as your name is Cleo Soul,
yeah.
I know there's a similar artist with a name which is kind of similar to that. Have you found yourself getting confused with that artist?
Never.
Never Never at all?
Yeah, and as well,
Okay.
you know, like everyone makes different kind of music as well.
Yeah.
So it kind of sets you apart. Everyone looks different as well. So
Yeah.
I just see it as a thing where it's a unique thing.
Okay.
And it's cool if people have the same similar names. It's cool, man. We're all in the same country. It's all good.
Okay. Because I'm not even gonna lie, you got permission to slap me or whatever, but I used to get confused between the two. But when I saw a face to the name, then I realised the difference, because I remember you, the first time I think I heard of you was a song by Da Vinci, and it was Hero.
Yeah.
And straight away when I heard that, I was like, who is that on the chorus? Done my research and found out about you.
Yeah.
How did that come about, getting to meet Da Vinci and everything?
Do you know what? I met Da Vinci on MySpace, actually. You know, when it, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, when it was just every day he was on MySpace, and he actually asked me to come studio, and at the time I was a bit hesitant because I had kind of bad experience with producers they weren't professional.
Yeah. So
I didn't know of him at the time, but I researched him and I seen that he was working with Cleo at the time and other artists as well, and we got in the studio, and you know what, we've been working ever since, and we've got a really good relationship. He's like big brother to me, like a mentor. So every project he saw a singer on, he was always like Cleo, first person. So he always put me on, which was great. Okay, now with your style of music as well, as that single is a bit different from the single you're releasing now. Yeah. And I know with you as a person growing up, you've got a kind of different ethnic background. You got like Serbian, Spanish and Jamaican in there. Do you infuse that type of cultural influence within your music as well and with your style? I think, you know what, in life, I just like, because I've grown up with so many different people around me, and you know, like being in West London, it's like the whole carnival thing is like so many cultures getting together and just celebrating. I've always just felt like I never wanted to hold back on any sort of genre or just people and just everything in general. I just never want to hold back. So, you know, if I want to make a dance record of one time, I'll make it. If I want to make, you know, R&B or like hip hop influence, that's what I'll do, because it's just what I feel like making, and I feel like if it comes organic and natural, then I should just do it. Okay, because I do follow you on Twitter, and I know you know a couple of Bashment lyrics. You know? I definitely know. Be sure to follow me as well, Smooth Fuego. Yeah, no, I will. I see you, I will.
Okay, definitely. And also as well, one thing I noticed about you, which I like, you've got I forgot the name of it, was it Cleo Soul's Throwback, that Ustream thing that you did? Yeah, Throwback Friday. Yeah, you've got a lot of people I know, as soon as I mentioned I'm interviewing Cleo Soul, are there any questions from any fans? Yeah. A lot of them was like, let me ask a question, this and that, and they knew about that. Really? Like, how did that come about? You got quite a following for that? Yeah, it's nice. We just started it I think about a month ago now, a month and a bit ago, and you know, it's just one of those things where it's like every Friday, every 2 weeks on a Friday, and we just pick like a song, any type of song, you know, any type of song, it doesn't matter, any genre, and we just do it with the band and just sing, and I try and do my own version of it, and you know, the more people are following now, I'm just asking people if they want to put their questions out in their songs, and then I just take them, so it's like everyone gets involved in a way. Okay, because I remember seeing, I think the one that I saw, you was with your mum. Yeah. So is that musical influence come from the family as well? Has it always been there? My parents, they met actually in a jazz band. So it's kind of like that kind of thing I always grew up around. My dad playing records, like old reggae records, and my mum playing like old Latin, you know, salsa kind of music. So yeah. That's a good deal. That's a good mix, man. Big mix, isn't it? Definitely. But as I asked the listeners of New Style Radio and your own fans what questions they had to ask you. Yeah. Aside from the usual I got about like 30 marriage proposals. But we have a question from May from Birmingham who asks, when are you next performing in Birmingham? When am I next performing in Birmingham? I'm not actually sure at the moment. I don't know yet. But as soon as I know, I'll always put it all out on Twitter, because I like coming to Birmingham. It's fun. Because I've only come, I think, 3 times before. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, it's still new to me. Coming to Birmingham is nice. And it's always like a different crowd.
I like the vibe up there. So.
Oh, so you like it, yeah?
Yeah, I really do. So as soon as I know, I will post it all up on Twitter.
Okay, definitely. I can arrange that as well. So. Yeah. And also as well, we have a question from Smash. Who has been your biggest inspiration?
Who's been my biggest inspiration? There's a few people, like Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
They inspired me. And Stevie Wonder as well, because he's just like a sick musician.
Yeah. And
yeah, just growing up, loads of different people, loads of different artists, but those are probably the main people.
Okay, I noticed you mentioned Destiny's Child right there. Now I know this is another question that slap your head back ones. I'm sure you've had this 10 million times, the same question. Now with your new single Never the Right Time, Who Do You Love? A lot of people have been throwing that comparison to Beyonce there, and I can definitely hear it, because before I heard the track, before I had the track listing, I thought, is that Beyonce? That's the first thing I thought. What do you feel about those comparisons? Are you flattered by them? Do you find them annoying? Or?
It's like, it's nice. It's like, Beyonce, are you mad? I'm like, that's nice. That's really nice, and it's a nice compliment. But I feel like, it's my first kind of thing off my label, and it's my first song, so I've got so much more to show of who I am. So it's nice. It's really nice and flattering compliment, but I've got a lot more to show, as Cleo Soul.
Okay, and with that single as well, would you like to describe it, the thought behind it? Is it based on your own experiences?
Yeah, definitely. I was in the studio with Da Vinci, and we were going through different samples, and he found a sample for this track, and we both started nodding our head. And we were like, yeah, this is the one. So we built the track, and we wrote the lyrics like so fast to this song, because it's just natural, it's like things that you go through when you like someone, and the experience you go through, like you're looking through their tweets or something, that kind of thing. So that's literally what the song's about, and just feeling good about it, having fun.
I must say it's a big tune. It's on my Smooth Fuego top 10. I think at the moment it's number 2 in the chart.
Thank you.
It's going up there. But and also as well, as we are a Birmingham African Caribbean community station, we have a lot of listeners who are up and coming musicians, singers, songwriters, or we just sing in their bathroom and things like that. Do you have any advice you would give to them based on your own experiences?
Yeah, take every opportunity, because I got into doing music just through putting some music on MySpace at the time. So it's like, you never know where your music's going to take you. And before that, I didn't have a clue how to get into the music industry. I was just going to college and then going to my youth club after college. That's it. Like that, I didn't go to music school or anything like that. So, anyone can kind of do it. I think with YouTube, we've got Twitter, SoundCloud, and there's a lot of facilities. If you research around the area and stuff and see if there's some facilities where you can use a studio maybe, and just take advantage of all of the free facilities and promotional tools at the moment.
Okay, but that has been Cleo Soul. I would love to be in this interview all day, but I know we have to cut it because I know you got a busy schedule as well. But we are now going to play your new single, Never the Right Time. Would you like to tell the New Style listeners and Smooth Fuego TV watchers where they can buy the single, release dates, everything like that?
The release date is the 23rd of July. This is Cleo Soul, and this is my song, Never the Right Time.